Johnny Somali. He's going to prison. See, I knew this was gonna come. Like, I don't know what he was on. No,
I wasn't raised to be a politician.
TW.
Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at a
Johnny Somali is going to jail. If he wait, are they gonna ship him back to the U.S. to put him in jail, or you can just keep him in the Asian jail? Is this South Korea or North Korea? South Korean? South Korean jail. He can't even escape the country. He's gonna need a boat. Something Jeju Island. Who does not even have his passport or anything. He's cooked. He can't even wait.
pretty massive update on this. Like,
If he was, I'd say if he was saving his money, this money he was getting for streaming and shit. And if he made like a lot of money, so because like people used to be super chatting him and doing shit, for him to do some stupid shit. But if he say that he's good, like life, I don't know, probably not.
kick streamer I've been kind of talking about or whatever here on the channel. I've made a couple videos talking about this guy's antics at this point, and one of the more common things that I kind of wonder in these videos, and I'm sure many of you also wonder too, is how exactly is this guy legally getting away with the things that he's doing? Because he's going to places in Asia like Japan, South Korea, and he's just disrespecting the law, disrespecting the culture, getting in fights, you know, walking around harassing people in public, being a dick, right? Now, John...
It did not fall.
It was right here.
It did not. When I left there, it did not fall till you came there.
The edge.
It was at the edge. So who influenced it to fall? You.
No one ever said you influenced it to fall. No one blamed you.
You literally, quote unquote, accidentally touched it and made it fall.
Okay, but did I ever say you were the one who made it fall?
Did I say you did? Are you retarded?
Implying it. Oh, I put it there. How the hell did it fall? I need to say anything. I need to talk about it.
Clean the floor, bro.
Johnny Somali is, of course, the guy we're talking about here, right? You see it in the title. We all know. We all know what Johnny has been up to. Well, yesterday, Johnny Somali had a pretty important court date, right? As of him walking in there, he had apparently been charged with 3 crimes, 2 counts of violating South Korea's Small Business Act, or I'm sorry, the Minor Crimes Act, and then had 1 charge of obstruction of business. And apparently when he went to court, he also got a 4th charge, which was a 2nd count of obstruction of business, meaning that there are 4 charges currently being levied against Johnny Somali. Now, his court...
He recorded everything he did. So, you know damn well he literally did it. Him sitting down, eating the ramen. I don't know if that was ramen. Don't cancel me, bro. I don't know what food that was. Eating ramen, he was like, I'm just actually, this is it. Some shit thrown at the ladies and the customers who were walking in and shit. And, oh, bro, he's on something. He's probably still, like, and his fans or whatever you call them, haters. I don't know why people actually do that. Just do it just to get you in trouble. Meanwhile, you're just there because, oh, they're giving me money. Hey, all the money for me, bro. And you just ending yourself because of people. They don't even like you. They just hate you. They basically hate watch. When you do some stupid shit just for their entertainment, you're basically like a fucking chest there in front of the kings. You have to make them laugh at your own expense. Your role is just to make them laugh. Do stupid shit. You're not supposed to be. I don't know.
Date, like I said, was yesterday, and it was a complete fucking nightmare, man. There was nothing that went good about this at all. So we're gonna take a look here at a little bit like a 90-second coverage video from somebody who has been following Johnny Somali's legal woes or whatever in Asia. This is another YouTuber here by the name of Legal Mindset. You may know who that is. He posted a short update video. He and
Legal Mindset. This was the lawyer guy. Bitch, shut the fuck up, bro. Where? How the hell do what? Look, let me see. You're banned, bro. I forgot how the hell I get banned. I don't even know how the hell that's do it. How the fuck do I do this? How the hell? I don't know how the hell to do it. So. Well, I guess stay. I need to actually learn how to do this. I don't know what the hell I did.
Some other YouTubers actually went to the court in
And they recorded the videos. That's actually smart. That's literally smart. Just going there, recording it. Or
South
you're
Korea
probably
and
not even allowed to record it. I don't know. Might be. Or might not. Maybe he asked them, got permission first.
saw Johnny Somali's whole thing play out in person, right? And from the way everything sounds, it's really not looking good for Johnny, man. He is apparently facing up to a decade in prison as of right now. And from the look
And they see, it's supposed to be like 30 something years. A decade's like 10 years, no?
looks of
It's like 10
it,
years.
man, he's not making any good impressions on the judge. He's not giving anyone any
He should, well, I say he should act like he's feeling remorse. You know, that worked like only one time. It's for him to troll again. And there was another fucking different Somali guy who went in. He's doing the same thing right now. Always the Somalis, bro. Why do you need to care about their lives, bro? Stop. Not always them. It's just sometimes just too much knowledge. They just have too much brain.
reason to like defend him, anything like that, right? So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at this. Now first I want to go ahead and just like read the basics of it here, right? So controversial streamer Johnny Somali finally made his long-awaited court appearance after terrorizing South Korea and pled guilty to the charges he knew about. On March 7th, 2025, Johnny Somali, real name Ramsey Khalid Ismail, showed up to court an hour late wearing an oversized suit and a MAGA hat, which he was asked to remove multiple times. According to YouTube lawyer Legal Mindset, Somali, who has been staying with his streamer roommate Hank Yu, pled guilty to obstruction of business and 2 counts of violating the Minor Crimes Act. Now, before we get into this, I want to point out too, apparently Johnny Somali decided to stay up late streaming the night before he was set to appear in court. During this stream at his friend's apartment, he got extremely wasted. He was drinking. Apparently he was high on possibly pills and other drugs. He basically just got fucked up the entire night before he was set to appear in court. And as a result, he was apparently hungover when he showed up for court, which, might I add, he showed up to his court date an entire hour late, wearing an oversized suit, wearing a fucking Make America Great Again cap, hungover, possibly strung out on drugs, for basically a court date that's going to determine whether or not he gets like a fucking decade in South Korea.
He's maybe he was just, I don't know, trying to enjoy his life before he has none no more. Trying to enjoy for the last time. You know how you have to celebrate before like war and stuff, eat good meals and stuff for this war. I don't know if that's actually how it happened, but like that's basically what he was doing. Trying to celebrate. Yay! Doing whatever he was doing. And didn't they take his camera away? How is he allowed to stream? Oh, probably a new PC. His friend probably got a new PC. Probably. I swear they took his phone away too. He probably bought a new one.
Korean prison. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like, I know a lot of people don't care about their lives. They don't give a fuck about the outcome. They don't care what happens to them. But how stupid do you actually have to be, right? Like, how much of a fucking moron can you possibly be with all of this going on, right? You're essentially fighting for the best years if you could call him that, of this guy's life. He's still relatively young. Like, you spend a decade in prison overseas, bro, it's over. Like, you're never gonna get to stream again.
I'm just saying, like, bro, they're probably gonna beat his ass in jail too. Just depending on the location his jail is. If it's like the bad area, like the worst jail there, he's getting his ass beat. Probably like shanked, right? Or whatever you call it.
And you're never coming back after you get out of jail. You're gonna be long forgotten. A decade of time on the internet is like fucking 7 centuries of historical time, it seems like. But like I said, other YouTubers, they went and saw the trial play out in real life. This guy here we're about to take a look at, Legal Mindset, is actually...
Are we gonna see the his court thing? They should look show it, bro. I'm trying to see it. Said the people probably recorded it too. And aren't they actually? I don't know if it's the same as like the U.S. or like Canada or whatever.
Educated on the law, so let's go ahead and take a look at what he's got to say about all this.
So we just wrapped up with the first day of trial for the Ramzi Khalid Ismail case, that is Johnny Somali. And what happened was he was over an hour late to his trial. It was packed, completely full courtroom. Almost everybody was there for him. And he came in with Hank. He was dressed in a white suit. Hank was in a black suit, very, you know, ebony and ivory sort of thing they had going on there.
Some yin and yang shit. Ebony and irony.
He immediately looked at me directly, stuck his tongue out. He was wearing a MAGA hat. He was instructed twice to take it off and bungled that absolutely hilariously multiple times. He proceeded to go to the stand in the wrong place and head forward. The key is to all of this that he was
You're basically being disrespectful to the people who had who basically decided his freedom. That's like me just going out and just playing a card. No, I've been like a 12-year-old. Let's keep. Nah, that's bad. I can't think of an analogy.
Completely blindsided by both the procedure and the charges. I will get into that on a later video, but he pled guilty to all 3 of the original charges, that is the first obstruction and the 2 Minor Crimes Act violations.
Doesn't he have like, he was supposed to get like 30 years because of how much crime he was committed. And he said, oh, you should delete it down, but I don't know if he did. He would have deleted them.
But the last obstruction, the new one that just came out this week, they had no idea about. His lawyer didn't know. He didn't know. So they have to schedule a whole new trial date 3 weeks from now just for him to plead guilty. And that won't be the end of the story for Ramzi. So I'll catch you guys all up later. Quick update. Wanted to get that out to y'all. Take care.
So Johnny Somali just made a complete fucking fool of himself in court. You know, he's sticking his tongue out at people like he's in kindergarten. He's in there wearing clothes that can't fit him. Apparently he's too poor to afford his own suit and whatnot, which is insane to me. Because you would think if you're gonna face a decade of prison time for being a complete fucking moron on the internet for a quote-unquote living and a quote-unquote following, right? You would think these people would at least be donating enough spare change to get this man some fucking clothes that fit him, right? Like, come on now. How embarrassing can it get? Now, he showed up late, and apparently he didn't even know that the 4th charge was on the way, right? He went there, his lawyer went there with the presumption that he was just gonna plead guilty to these 3 charges or whatever, and it would kind of like push everything along. Maybe they'd take some pity on him since he pled guilty, but the court was waiting to basically nuke bomb this motherfucker with that 4th charge, a second obstruction of business charge, meaning he now has to go back to court in about a month and probably plead guilty to that charge as well. And then I think then after all of that is settled, we'll finally kind of figure out whether or not he's gonna get like significant jail time in this entire thing. I have to imagine
Most likely will. Maybe like 5 years.
the court is not gonna take any sort of like kindness or pity for this guy here.
Well, sticking his tongue out like he was gonna be free.
I think
Like, one of those guys, like, when I get out, I'm coming for you.
people
Bro.
maybe think of this in a more Americanized way. Most of us watching or making this video are Americans here, right? So here in the US, like, you know, the courts aren't like complete pushovers, but there's a lot of judges out there that you can like play and tug on their heartstrings a little bit, right? If you get a good enough lawyer, you can talk the charges down or whatever. From my understanding, over in these like Asian countries, man, their justice system is way different. Not only do you not have, as like a defendant or whatever, some of the privileges that you have with like American court and the whole process and like our constitution, things like that, but also the conviction rate is extremely fucking high. Like in Japan, for instance, one of these places, he kind of got lucky he didn't end up going to prison and right doing all this shit. They have like a 99% conviction rate, and that's because
Guys, having, yo, at that point, don't commit no crimes. Don't, if you see someone stealing, yo, don't join them. Stay away.
basically once they bring you up on charges,
You're going down.
they're gonna get you to admit to it. They're
Guys, there's no pity.
gonna make you fucking admit to it, and they can hold you and whatnot and make you fucking basically, even if you didn't do it, feel like you gotta admit to it, shit like that, right? They don't play around in places like this. Now keep in mind, these are also cultures where like being on time and like being presentable and having some like dignity for yourself, they're like cornerstones to their culture. So you go over there and you're wearing clothes that don't fit you, you're showing up places hungover an hour late, you may as well just put a big fucking sign on around your neck that says,
I'm guilty.
I'm a complete moron, throw tomatoes at me or something, right? It really is probably one of the worst concepts you could have, like one of the worst ideas you could have trying to like walk into a court like this, man. He's giving them no reason to feel pity for him, right? He's made it very clear, not even just with like his statements before, with all of this conduct, he really doesn't give a fuck about the court. He doesn't respect the judge, anything like that. So the way that it's looking, he's pleading guilty to all these charges. He had that surprise charge they slapped him with. Things really are not looking good for good old Johnny here, right? It actually looks like there is a very fair chance this man will be getting some significant prison time. Now, whether or not he's going to get the full 10 years or whatever that he's apparently facing, I don't really...
He just needs good behavior. I don't know if it's the same. They'll let you out in good behavior, maybe. I don't know if it works like that.
really know. But at the same time, once again, any sort of time in jail in places like this, it first off isn't pleasant. Nobody should like seek out or want to go to jail, right? But for someone doing what he's doing, it's basically a career death sentence, because let's say they even give him like 3 or 4 years, right? Like a pretty minor punishment in comparison to what he's facing or whatever. 3 to 4 years of internet time. There's going to be so many new streamers that come along, probably even people in this like stupid fucking niche of like going around and harassing people in public, and they're gonna take your audience, they're gonna take your shine. And I know he thinks, oh well, once I'm out I can probably come back to this, but no bro, you can't. I mean, who even knows? Kick as a website may not even exist by the time that you get out of jail, my guy. You're never streaming on Twitch, you're never streaming on YouTube. You're gonna, if you come back to a website that doesn't give a fuck about you. They don't care about your streams. They're watching other people. And a lot of these websites that you'd even be eligible to really stream on, the audience is so small. Congrats, you're not making anything. I mean, isn't that part of the problem already here, right? Like, this guy barely is making enough money, like I said, to get clothes that fucking fit him and whatever. Enough to get him a lawyer.
Isn't oversized clothes more expensive? Or maybe he swore his friend to. Most likely.
Who apparently is competent enough to actually get him off, right? But somehow he thinks like, oh, I'm just gonna walk away from this scot-free. I really don't see it happening this time. I think what happened here is he flew too close to the sun, right? Because remember, when he was in Japan and he was like racially attacking and profiling people, sexually harassing people, being weird and shit, right? We were all kind of wondering like, is he gonna get arrested and go to jail for this? And he didn't seem to give a fuck about that, right? And he kind of got off on everything there. He played the court pretty well, you know. I figured maybe they just didn't really want to deal with him or whatever. And as a result, he walked and he ended up going to Korea and then did all of this shit now. And now he's in the situation he's in. So I think that what happened was he went to like Japan, acted a complete fucking fool, got away with it, and then just assumed that his luck was infinite.
Didn't he apologize? I swear he apologized. Is it Japan? Or he apologized? I think he apologized for both of them. Yeah, after for one, I think for one of them, he he basically did whatever he did. I think North is South Korea. South Korea. He apologized. And we're back to doing the same thing. He gave a fake apology about around the black guy. He said the black guy said he was willing to beat him up if he didn't apologize.
You know, he's like a cat with 9 lives. It's like, oh, well, I've only wasted 2 chances. I'm still good, right? No, man, I don't think you are, bro. So if he gets the full decade or whatever that he's facing, it's actually completely over. I mean, this guy will be working in a fucking Sunoco or a McDonald's somewhere in the next decade, if that's the case. And that's if he's lucky, bro. Because I assume if he goes into prison and he's acting like this, he's exposing himself to being killed or like harmed, bro. I don't really know the, I guess, dynamics of Korean prison. I've never went to prison, and I've never went to prison in South Korea, but like, I gotta assume there's people there that are there for some serious shit. You go around fucking with them in the jail cell or whatever, you're liable to end up with a rusty nail buried in your fucking throat or something, right? I don't know. It's just something I wouldn't want to deal with, right? Like, why put yourself in this predicament at all? This was all so avoidable. It's something you just walk away. It's like, okay, well, I'm not actually doing anything good. I could probably be making money doing something else, right? Making more money, you know, making people like me more, but he decided to go down this path, and as a result, it looks like he will actually be facing some significant prison time. So anyway, with that being said,
I think for me, I think he just doesn't know when to stop, to give up. They gave him like 70 different warnings. They even told him to apologize. Oh, apologize. So it'll basically make you think better. Even when the guy was about to beat him up, said, "Oh, then he should have gone on his knees and just apologize." I was only doing it because, even told the truth, you know, I was only doing it because my people, my quote unquote fans were telling me I should do it. I just wanted to make them happy. Some shit like that. You pulled up Google Translate or something, basically translate it to the language, and you know. And so, I'm sorry. Then actually don't go back to it. Stream. He's getting more people, and just chill. Stream like a regular ass stream or some shit, or just be or just, you know, do some freaky ass content. I don't know. He could have done that. Then after people are gonna hop on him, oh, what's his name? Johnny Somali just showed up and started doing some sexual with a girl. And after, people are gonna change their views a bit on them. And he should, instead of playing his role, he should just stop, you know, with the act. I should just show him how he actually is. Chill guy. Make a video. Oh, day in the life as Johnny Somali. Oh, after, and just show himself. Yo, himself sitting down, reading a book. And like ching ching ching. Then after, just now I'm gonna have to watch, stream, and do like just make a vlog or some shit. People actually, I don't fucking know what people like these days. It's so unpredictable. Now he fucked up his life. He had the chance to change like 3 different times, and decided to take it for granted. Damn. He's good, but not at the same time. Hopefully. Who's the guy from Squid Games who died to a fork? What's his name? Squid Game. Thanos. Hopefully he does not end up in like Thanos in the game, in the jail. Hopefully. But it's not guaranteed he's gonna survive till the 10 years. He's basically playing Squid Games in real life in jail. But he's gonna have to survive there for 10 years. He's out here on survival mode now. His friends are not there to help him. It's him alone. He could make friends with the people on the jail. They probably can. I don't know how South Korean jails are. South Korean jail. What I'm thinking is image. Okay. Doesn't even look bad. This looks bad. This looks like cramped ass room. Actually, never mind. It looks better than the US one, honestly. This looks like an apartment. You get a TV, or is that what I'm seeing? That's not a TV. I don't think so. Just looks like a 1 bedroom apartment. Just living in it. Hopefully, he changes his ways. Probably not. Doesn't come back, or maybe. He's Somalian, so he might be Muslim. So why the hell doesn't he just change his ways, bro? I don't know. Not change his religion. I'm saying like stop doing the stupid shit he's doing. But this is what it is, though.